What's up, guys? Coming to you today with our first knife review of the channel. And as you can see, we have a monster. I'm way out of my league reviewing this knife, especially for my first review, but it just came in the mail today and it's just unavoidable. I coined a new term, grail mail. That's when that grail knife is coming in the mail. So today was grail mail day. There's really nothing that can be said about this knife that hadn't been said already, but I'm going to say a few things. One, I'm very glad that I got the large Sebenza. I think that the small Sebenza would have been way too small for me. I actually expected this knife to be a little bit larger, but it's perfect. It fits perfect in my hand. Very large hands. I'm 6'6", so I have pretty big hands, and this thing fits perfect. There's a lot of good things, a lot of great things. Really no bad things, but there's some things I would change if it were me. But that is being unbelievably picky, which I guess for this kind of money you can be. The blade steel is S35VN, which is, I mean, nothing to sneeze at. It's a great blade steel. I personally would have liked to seen M390 or 20CV, one of the super steels. It's a super knife. I would want a super steel, but Chris Reeve says he sells knives all over the world, and some of the places he sells knives, they don't have the ability to adequately sharpen super steels, and I get that makes sense. But I would still have an offering. I mean, I would have a separate knife that had 20 CV or M390 or even better. I mean, you could keep going, but I think that's a great compromise. Other than that, I mean, the knife is beautiful. It's everything I've ever heard about it. This one was not brand new to me. The man that had it before me did not use it. Kept it perfect, no snail trails. I mean, the knife is practically brand new. He made me a great deal on it, and I really appreciate that. Shipped it out right away. He's just a good dude. I'll post his name in the comments. He's in our group. Large Sebenza 21 plain drop point blade, stone wash. The blade is 3.625 inches. The weight is 4.70 ounces. But I tell you what, it feels lighter than that. It doesn't, the balance is so perfect. I don't think I would want it any lighter than it is. Of course, no frame lockup. I've heard, I don't have a lot of frame locks. I have maybe one. Most of my knives are Benchmade's. I've heard, and I've had a ZT come through my possession and right back out to someone else, and it had pretty nasty frame lock. I'm scraping it with a pencil and putting ink on it and electrical grease and everything else they say to put on there, but I'm like, my God, this knife cost a fortune. Why am I having to do this? Then I've seen that titanium and carbon steel are just not good mates. There's some type of chemical reaction that makes them want to stick when the tolerances are a little too tight. But so most of them have a carbon steel or stainless steel insert right here. They don't have that, and I can tell you, I don't have frame lock, and I've never seen one with frame lock. So this man gets this perfect. I've always seen that the action's a little bit slow, but smooth as butter. That's as perfect as a description as I can come up with. This thing is great. It's just beautiful. I'm going to put the lanyard on it. He sent the lanyard and the pin. I'm a lanyard guy. I just like them. But the simplicity of this knife is what appeals to me. Of course, they have the micarta inlays, the wood inlays, the beautiful designs on them. This is me here, though. This is just the simple, plain titanium and stone wash. That's me. That's the type of person I am. This is just a cool knife. I'm proud to own it. Let's put a couple knives up against it. This is right up at the top of my list right here. It doesn't get much better than this. The Anthem, that's my favorite. You guys already all know that. It's almost identical in size to this blade. So if you know the size of that, you can pretty much get a good idea. Yeah, I mean, they're both about an 8-inch, a little over an 8-inch knife total. 3 3/4 blades, approximately. There's the grip. Great EDC knife. A small knife, a Nakamura. If you're thinking about getting the Nakamura, this will help you kind of gauge what size that is. It's a small knife, but I'll tell you what, it's a golden knife. It's awesome. They got it perfect. Smooth Criminal. We're going to be reviewing that coming up pretty quick. All right, I'm going to make this a short review, especially for being my first one, so I don't mess it up too bad. But overall, if this is on your list, you're in good shape. You're not going to be disappointed. Other than being careful about who you buy from. If you're buying secondhand, make sure you get lots of pictures, because you know these are not small investments. They hold their value unbelievably well, probably better than any knife I've seen so far. I buy and sell a lot of knives, so that's important to me. I got to make a little bit on each knife to help pay for my knives, and it works out. So anyway, there it is. Grail mail. You guys have a great day. God bless.